Okay, still with me? If you are, it's time to learn juggling steps 3 and 4 in one video. Now what we want to get to, first and foremost, is the cascade. Simple, right? What we're going to get to next is, well, I'll talk about that in the preceding videos. We learned in step 1 that you had to throw the ball to each corner of your imaginary juggling sphere. What am I talking about? Your imaginary juggling square or oblong rectangle. We learned how to pantomime the second and third throw. Now we're going to learn how to not just pantomime, but throw in that second ball. We're going to pantomime the third throw, but we're not going to pantomime the second. I know, holy shit, right? You have to use 2 balls now. So basically, take step 1 and step 2, put them together. Throw this ball to this corner and allow it to drop. Remember that you throw the second ball, the next ball, each time when the preceding ball has reached its highest point. When I throw ball number 1 to this corner, ball number 2 gets thrown to this corner. And that's how juggling works. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And as you can see, when this ball reached its highest point, I threw this one. Now, it doesn't matter if you're left-handed or right-handed, you're going to want to practice both ways. 1, 2. Kind of like that. 1, 2. Like that. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. And then you're going to want to pantomime the third throw. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And I won't do a Count from Sesame Street impersonation again. I promise it will never happen again. I apologize so sincerely for that last video. As you can see, my third throw is invisible. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Again, third throw is invisible, but 2 balls are going in the air. If you practice steps 1 and 2 thoroughly and continuously, then you should be able to get this down in, I don't know, I'd say a couple of days. I wouldn't rush all of this. I didn't rush all of this whenever I learned how to juggle. I learned in high school. It took me about, I'd say, 6 weeks to 8 weeks to actually get down the cascade. So as I said, we're doing 3 and 4 in this. Once you've done what I've just showed you, pantomiming the third ball while throwing only 2 balls, get your third ball and get ready to do a cascade, because this is the most important trick you're ever going to learn. And the sequence is as follows. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Combination of the first one. Throwing 1 ball to each corner and knowing that it will fall into your hands. Step 2, pantomiming those second and third throws so that your brain can understand how to throw it when it actually has the balls in hand. Now, a couple of tips you should remember whenever you're doing the cascade. I met a woman once at a slack roping, not convention, just a group of slack ropers in Pittsburgh that meet, I believe, Sundays down at near the Carnegie Library in Oakland. And the woman was doing a couple of things while juggling there. One of the things was she thought that juggling at a high level, that is in the natural juggling square, was a crutch. She tried to learn the cascade like this. Now, I do suggest learning the cascade like this at some point when you get to a good enough point that you can raise and lower your tricks at will, but this is not how it should be when you begin learning how to juggle. When you start learning the cascade, it's high. It's a few inches above your head. It gives you time to catch the balls and throw it. What was another thing she thought? Oh, one horrible mistake that many beginner jugglers do is they throw the balls forward what they call joggling, which I'm sure you know is a portmanteau of jogging and juggling. Anyway, here's your steps 3 and 4, finally cascading into the cascade. Learn it high at first, and after you finally got this down, only then should you lower it. I look forward to steps 1, 2,